So what I'm about to bring up now, this is Kanye just had his interview with Academics. It's going crazy. Of course, in predictable Kanye form, this nigga went off. He just be saying the most crazy, salacious, shit that a nigga can say. You know what I'm saying? But there was one piece. I don't agree with a lot of his shit. Now I don't say I agree with this, but this he did provide some clarity as far as why he wears the swastika, right? Because that's just crazy, right? It's like a white man walking around with a KKK shirt on. You know what I'm saying? So bring that clip up, and let's go ahead and play this real quick.
Have to denounce Ye publicly, or we're going to drop your artist, Leon. We're going to cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You got what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement, off of me wearing a motherfucking chain, off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of they pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did a whole scissor album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit. They said, Ty, you have to denounce.
Yeah, crazy. I wonder what level of truth of that statement had, because I'm talking about the Ty statement, because that's crazy if they labels did come to anybody affiliated with Ye saying that kind of fugazi shit. That's crazy, dog. Like, you gotta denounce, you gotta part ways with this nigga, even though, you know what I'm saying, he's not responsible for Ty Dolla $ign, but he definitely did collaborations. Them niggas just did 2 albums, The Vultures and Vultures 2. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, that was a lot. I watched that last night, and he said some of this shit about Jay-Z too, but I don't know how hard he gonna stand on that, because that nigga said he want to go to Japan. He's scared for his life. So, but anyway, back
to the Jay-Z shit, I definitely don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? And not because I fucks with Jay-Z, but just because it's just out of bounds, man. I mean, he called his kids retarded. I don't see how that relationship can be repaired, man. When you bring in a nigga's kids, especially people like Beyonce and Jay-Z, because they try so hard to keep their kids out of the light, right? So for you to be mentioning their kids is on a different level, because it's not like they're public figures. You know what I'm saying? They're still kids, right? So for you to say they're retarded, and that's why you haven't seen them. Like, Jay cut niggas off for less. You know what I'm saying? He cut niggas off for just talking about his wife. So I can imagine a nigga getting cut off for talking about his kids, bro. And then in the manner calling them retarded, if they're not, dealing with some type of disability like that, then yeah. You was, just know that y'all probably never gonna be cool again. Dame Dad didn't even do none of that, and he still ain't fucking with Dame.
And then, but he had never. He ain't never. This ain't his first time though dissing Jay, because he said he was mad about him not coming to his wedding, all kind of shit. He brought that up a little bit in the interview with Akemdiks. You know what I'm saying? He's still hurt behind it. Whatever his wedding was supposed to mean to some people, or he thought it was. He's fucked up behind that, because he still mentioned that shit in the Akemdiks. He didn't dwell on it long, but he still brought it up. He's like, these niggas didn't even come to my wedding. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, that's true. The marriage didn't last anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, how much you want to fault a nigga? Y'all niggas didn't even stay together anyway. You probably should never got married in the first place, right? But
back to that's crazy. I would have never thought about it like that when he said I'm wearing their pain, and then now they want to cut me off, but they can wear our pain, and they could just turn up and make $1 off of it. That went over a lot of people's heads. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that was definitely significant, man. That's one of the things I was like, okay, I see where you're going with this. You know, he's just taking that rebel approach to it, right? Which is going to be definitely offensive to a lot of people when you come like that. But when he said that, that makes a lot because them record companies be pimping niggas for their pain, man, talking about their street life and then benefiting when they die. You know what I'm saying? So
ultimately, then they get killed or locked up, so they profiting regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a fact, bro. So that made some sense. I don't know. I'm not going to wear a swastika to make that point.
But you didn't agree with the whole overall conversation, but it was some points that gave you more insight into how he was thinking.
No doubt. Man, definitely gave you some more insight, which is good. You know what I'm saying? But I just saw a clip with I gotta watch this whole interview because this interview seemed crazy. Because the clips I've seen has been dynamic, but Shannon Sharp just interviewed Damon Wayans, and
I watched that.
He was talking about Kanye, and he was just like, "Yo, man, like when you see a homeless man talking to himself on the street, everybody's like, yeah, that person needs some help. He got to get some help, right?" And they just comparing that like, yo, Kanye West is mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? So when we see him in these bursts and rants, we should be like, yo, we got to get this man some help. And he was like, I don't know who is in his circle, but somebody needs to like, yo, man, you need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, or get some help. And I do agree with that. Even by the way, like when you hear Kanye talk, it's like erratic. It's like, yeah, I gotta do it, and you know what I'm saying? Like he's all over the place, bro.
Just like that rant that he had in the middle of the interview.
Right.
That rant, that whole rant. He's like, oh man, but thank you for letting me get that off. And
right,
yeah.
So you can tell that he's anxious, like he's not right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I do believe that is when you got a mentally ill person, the boundaries of reality don't exist. He's gonna say what the fuck you want. He's gonna do what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? So I felt Damon Wayans on that. But we've been saying mental ill. He's been to rehabs, or whatever, homes for his mental illnesses. So we all know he got a problem. But he's great entertainment, right? Because nobody at his level says these type of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be clickbait. Like,
but on that same token, he's taking, like he was saying, he's taking the risks that these other niggas won't do because they're affiliated with corporation and the same brands that he's kind of talking about. He's not affiliated with anybody.
Yeah.
So can't really shut him up in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, okay, well, we're gonna snatch this endorsement, we're gonna snatch this sponsor, we're gonna do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hurting for nothing. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what he was talking about when he was saying, I'm a billionaire, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, meaning that, like, I don't give a fuck about nothing, bro. Like, you can't hurt me with monetary shit. As long as I can get my voice and my opinion out and my message out, you niggas can't stop me. That's what I got from that. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be heard, dog. That's it. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, the nigga just want to be heard, dog.
True indeed, man. True indeed on that, man.
One other thing, man, how you say you're in agree with the Jay-Z shit. I wonder what his beef is with J. Cole. Somebody he never liked the nigga and all the kind of shit. I'm just like, what?
I don't know, man. You say people stop listening to J. Cole after they lose their virginity. Like, he was going off. He was going crazy on J. Cole. I don't know why that nigga did him like.
Bro, he went in on Cole, dog. I think that was long overdue from that false prophet because he brought that shit up.
Oh, too. Yeah. That's what it was. That's what he was saying. Like, people try to call me the false prophet. Y'all the false prophets. You know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely into relation to that. And I always wonder if Jay-Z kind of put a battery in J. Cole back, you know what I'm saying, to do that song because
kind of like to son this nigga.
Yeah, like go ahead, you like give him the clear. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk about that nigga because you've been talking about my family. Yeah, put that nigga on blast a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And
hold on, one more before we get off of this, I gotta say this. Him and Jim Jones was just together with this fashion shit, and he just talking about him.
Talked about Jim,
Oh,
a broke nigga.
what the fuck is Ye on, bro?
Well, you know what?
They was just together in Japan. Hold up. They I don't know what they did, but it had to be something with fashion. They had like Dipset belts out. They had all kind of like fashion shit on the floor. And you know, him and Ye, they can obviously connect on that note. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the conversation was about. And I remember in that same token, Jim Jones was bigging up Ye's Bully, talking about it's gonna be the hardest album of the year, da 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 da. And then you see this interview, now he's shitting on him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. From what he was saying in the interview, it was some type of thing where Jim Jones was a middleman of a deal. And the people, whoever contacted Jim Jones, was like, yo, if you can get us a meeting with Kanye, we're going to give you $2 million. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Kanye was like, well, yeah, I mean, shit, if my man going to get some paper just for me to go meet somebody, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to this meeting. You know what I mean? So he went to the meeting. I'm guessing everything went good. And I'm guessing he got his paper. But then he was saying something like he asked Jim Jones, he asked him for something. And Jim was a little bit shaky on his answer. And he's like, bro, I just got you $2 million. There should be no if and buts. Like, bro, I just hooked you up, my nigga. We shouldn't have. So it was something to that effect where he felt like he got played when, nigga, I just hooked you up with that's crazy. You getting $2 million just a middleman a deal? Or not even middleman. You just bringing the two parties together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you're not getting a cut off they deal. You're just getting a cut for you getting a finder's fee pretty much.
Just to find this man. Just to track Kanye down so we can get him in the room, blah, blah, blah. We're going to give you this X amount of bread.
Which is love. I mean, if I was Jim Jones, I'd be pumping up his CD too. You just got me $2 million, the easiest $2 million of my whole life. Hell yeah, I'm gonna rock with you. But it was something, I forgot what exactly he said, but it was a situation where he felt like it should have just been a yes, and it shouldn't have been nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So that's that.